Anushka, just tell about yourself and your company, what your company is doing. Uh,
Hi, so I'm Anoshka Shah and I'm part of the LP group. So we're a group of 8 companies. We have JKL, which is dealing in domestic market pan India. We have Acme, which I am heading. We look at the export market for fiber, yarn, and grey fabric, and we're exporting to over 35 countries. Then we have Acme. Under Acme, we also have garmenting and knitting. So knitting, we are doing around 300 tons per month, and for garmenting, we're doing around 300,000 pieces a month. Then we have an integrated unit called LB Tex. So over there, we have around 324 weaving looms. We produce 2 million meters of denim fabric per month and 2 million meters of finished processed fabric per month. Then we have a retail store called My Casa Copenhagen, which is a first type flagship store situated in. Then next we have Tasa Copenhagen, which is an online brand. We are selling bed sheets, towels, and home textiles to around the world through Amazon, and we have offices in US, Canada, Germany. So I am looking after Acme Yarns. We have offices in we are headquartered in Ahmedabad. We also have offices in Mumbai, Bangalore, and Tirupur. We also have international offices in Bangladesh, Hong Kong, Vietnam, Mauritius, USA, and Vietnam. So a manufacturer and exporter of cotton yarn. We have a capacity of about 80,000 to 1 lakh spindles, and we're producing around 1,000 tons of yarn, which includes ring spun yarn, as well as open yarn.
so, as a young entrepreneur and as a woman, you had entered in the business, family business. So, how you're feeling and what is your vision for this business?
So, in all honesty, initially I was not understanding this business because I have never studied B2B marketing or management, as the new trend is towards B2C. 6 to 7 months into the business, I started understanding the nuances, and I think after that, my interest really developed as I started understanding the product. And now I am working full time since the past 2.5 years. My vision would be to lead this company and to grow it continuously. For example, right now we are a two-star export house, and my vision is to just increase my sales, target what the new trends are, and try for the new type of yarns that have entered. Like the trend was towards cotton yarn, but now a lot of fashion trends have changed after COVID. A lot of synthetic products have come in, a lot of value added products have come in. So my thought process would be to target such type of yarns and target such type of customers, where I could really start a new line for my company, as well as see this company grow.
Okay, so nowadays sustainability is a buzzword for the industry, and everybody wants to sustainable manufacturing process and everything. So, what is your take on the sustainability side?
So I think right now, as you know, sustainability is now very important in textiles. I think almost all companies should be sustainable in one way or the other. It's not just about being classified as a certified textile company. It's also about how you take care of the future and how you are making life for the future generation better and better. So right now we almost have all the certifications like organic, GOTS and OCS, Region Agri, GRS, Kasturi Cotton, and we are trying to see what else, how we can be more and more certified, how we can introduce and see what other certifications are coming in. So that's something that I am personally looking into, and my research.
Okay. So, as you had visited Hem Textile 2026, how is your views and feedback about the show?
So this is my first time at Hem Textile, and I've never seen such a huge exhibition in my life. I always thought China is the biggest. This is a very huge platform for a lot of ways. So here, I guess we had two objectives. One, we supply yarn also to all the buyers, and in another way we could source towels and bedsheets as well. So this was a two-way strategy for us. Um, from the feedback that I have received from others, I had lost its charm some way or the other, and of course the market is not as it was. But from what I'm understanding, Europe is still buying. So I think this exhibit holds a very prominent significance in today's time.
Okay. So anything as a you are a young entrepreneur and young people now coming into the business and a lot of startups are also coming. So what do you want to suggest them as they can connect you better than your family? Yeah.
So I think number one would be like, of course, you do smart work also. Hard work is very important, but now with the new technology and AI coming in, it's very important that you do smart work as well. So today's generation is all about balancing. From what I'm understanding, me and others and young people younger than me, we cannot work for 15 hours a day, 20 hours, like what the older generations want to have a balanced life where we give time to our professional life and personal life, and there is a way to balance both of it, which is to making how you are leveraging technology and AI into your business. So I think that is the way going forward, where you are making the most of whatever the new technology, AI, and everything else, all the other tools that are coming in. So I think that is number one. That is very important. Number two, you should never get lazy. You should keep researching because trends are changing. It's not things. It's not textiles. Is not like what it was 10 days ago. It has become so from a textile point of view, you need to keep researching how you can sustain in this market. So I think that would be, and the third would be to find your USP. So I feel if you don't have a USP, it is very difficult to stand out from your company.
Correct. So what do you feel? What is your USP in the business?
So I think our USP mainly is that we are in this difficult textile market which is dominated by men. I'm very glad that to say that I have an all girls team, like almost 90% my activity, and all of them are experienced textile merchandisers and admin with over 15 years of experience. So I'm very glad to have such a supportive and experienced team with me because they guide me in the correct way. And it's not, as a director, it's not only me that is taking leadership duties, taking leadership decisions. They are much more experienced than me. So they have a lot to say in how we can strategize Acme and take it ahead. So I'm very grateful that I have such a wonderful team.
Great. So the last question, as it's a family business, so sometimes your values, your thought process maybe if not gel with the older generation and your family. So how do you tackle this issue?
So initially I used to follow whatever my dad, my uncle, everybody was saying. But I am very glad that they have given me the rein to like control Acme and take it ahead in the way I want. So I'm very glad that I have the freedom to do that. They don't really object or tell me that this is not right, you should do it this way. They never imposed anything on me. So I'm very glad for that. And for guidance, I always go to my father because I am very new. He has experience of over 30 years, whereas I'm just a 3-year new member in this industry. So I'm very glad that I have the support of them.
Thank you so much, Anushka, and wish you all the best for your business and we wish you good luck. Thank you.